I'm just gonna warn you. I'm gonna be really self-hurtful with this video.
Okay. All right, what's up, guys? We're here at Top Cut with another top 8 deck profile from
Mitchell Masterson.
Mitchell Masterson. Is this the Spyral Lord himself?
One of them.
All right, so what was your record before going to top 8?
I was X2 only because I lost to myself. And I lost to myself both against the same person, mainly just because I don't know what the Altergeist does. So
it's understandable.
It's okay. I deal with it. I should read my cards. I know what my cards do somewhat.
So what were your top your losses going into before top 8?
Mermail and Altergeist.
Okay.
So second round I played against my brother. He's playing Mermail. He's currently in top 4.
Top 4, by the way.
Yes. And so currently. I lost to him, and then the last round I lost to Altergeist, and I played him in top 8 again in the first round, and I didn't learn my lesson because we went to game 3 and I could have killed him, but I didn't read what the hand trap Battle Fader did. I could have killed him that turn.
That's alright.
It's okay. I was too afraid of it, so I was like, Boral Sword, switch my dude to defense instead of attacking with it, and then I was like, alright. Guess we're scooping up this time.
All right.
Anyway, let's get into the deck.
Okay.
So it's pretty standard. 1 quick fix, 1 drone, 1 master plan, 1 sleeper, and then it starts to get a little different here. And this is mainly a going second deck. So we're gonna do 2 of the Last Resort. Never bricked it. Always good card. Definitely 2 best number for that card. 2 tough and 3 super agent. These cards are really good, especially going second. Tough is just overpowered.
Okay.
And then we played a buttload of hand traps. So we played 3 Phantasme, 3 Ghost Ogre, should not have been Ghost Ogre, and then 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring.
Okay.
That's all the monsters. I didn't play any of the dangers. I liked the dangers at first, but I got rid of them, and I was trying to find another list that I could play without them. Then they got reprinted, and I was like, I'm kind of over them.
Gotcha.
So now we're going into spells. We play the one-ofs galore: Terraforming, Foolish Burial Goods, Foolish Burial, Rhoda, 1 for 1, always good card. Monster Reborn. This card, it comes up very often, and you'll see why. This card also a very good card. Playing the one of slash draw is really nuts because if you do go first, and if you're made to go first, and if you have this card in your hand and they break your board, which you're not making a strong one because you can get Nibiru super easily because this combo just goes off. Yeah. You can just replenish everything with this card and then draw a card in the process. So with that, we played the field spell Last Resort or Spyral Resort, and then we play another one of Mission Assault, the card you add off of Master Plan. Then we play the 2 of Spiral Big Red. This card, never a brick at 2, always good, definitely a good number. Then for the set rotation, we play Mystic Mine. This card came up so many times in every game. Sometimes I would just make my opponent hate me because I would end my board after I added 5 cards I wanted in my hand and then just sit on 1 monster with Mystic Mine and they wouldn't be able to do anything. And normally it's a monster in my extra deck, you'll see. So done with the Mystic Mine, then we played this card, and you'll see when you see my extra deck why I'm playing that card. This is a list I saw on online a couple of months ago that topped, and it was very interesting to me. I thought the concept was very good. I tweaked it a little bit, but not much. Because I just felt like the cards were just right. And then I hate hand traps against me, so I play 3 Called by the Grave.
Michael said good job.
Oh, yep. Thank you. We're going to go with those 2. I play 2 of this card. I don't like 3. It just seemed too bricky, and it's overextending at that point. And then this card came up actually quite a bit. Being able to top deck your opponent's card, especially like against like Altergeist if they need to get there. If you go first and you set this card and you just end on a small board, you can just top deck their trap card and guarantee that you're going to call a trap card. So that's it for the main deck.
All right. How many cards?
43 cards.
43? Oh, okay.
And the consistency is very good. I would not change a thing besides the Ghost Ogre. Should probably be a different hand trap. Not sure what yet, but another, I do take that back. I should have probably played Twin Twister. That card, in the main board. I do side it, but it's not it could have came up a few times in my local match, and I didn't really. The only time would have been against the Altergeist.
Okay.
So in the extra deck, we have 3 double helix because we play extravagance, and there's only been one time where I've banished all 3, and I literally just didn't need to play the card even, so I continued to win that game. And then we play 2. This card is played in Sky Striker sometimes, but I can't even pronounce it right now.
Barricade Board Blocker.
Yeah, there we go.
How do you like this card?
It's nice. It's really nice, especially if you're playing against cards that don't know, or players that don't know what it does. If they try and destroy like your field spell, like Resort, it's another negation or interruption. Probably a negation, I guess. It just basically says you can't destroy a field spell. So if I have mine, I would end on this card and then the mine, and then they wouldn't be able to do anything that turn. So I could continue, and normally after that, I had to hand the Resort that I put in the graveyard to activate mine. So, and his effect resolves in the graveyard. So it resolves at the end of the turn. So I still get his effect even if mine's active. So I would be able to just play it over next time and then win the next turn. Card's very good. I wouldn't play. I thought about playing more than 2, but 2 is a good number because you don't always need it.
All right.
Then we played this card. It never came up. I never saw it. I always banished it with Demise or Pot of Extravagance, so I never saw it. I did have a couple instances where I played True Draco, and I really wanted it, but I didn't have it. I'd always banish it right after the first Extravagance, and sometimes you can resolve multiple Extravagance in one game. So it's very Extravagance is good. This card could be good. I don't know yet.
Gotcha.
Linkuriboh, really good card. You sometimes just want another monster in your graveyard, and if you play the cards right, if you only open with one Spyral monster, you can, and it's quick fix, you can sometimes special summon your way through to make the double helix with just this card. It really depends on what you have, though. And then I play the other one-ofs of Nightmare, Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn, and Griffin. Okay. And then I also, the rest of this is all just one-ofs. Then I played Decode Talker, which I did think about cutting this card, but it does come up sometimes where you just want to summon a couple things under it, and then you can negate things. It's pretty, things like Target and stuff. It does come up, but not often. Borreload, I never played this card. It never came up. I always opted to go with either Boral Sword Dragon or Avramax. And Avramax is actually insane because you can just go this guy into this guy, use his ability, sending or grabbing a card at the end phase, and I don't believe he has to be on field to resolve, but to grab the field spell. So you just make these 2, and then you'd play him, and then you'd be able to play the mine, and then you could end on this card, the mine, and have your full combo pieces in hand again for the next turn. He's very hard to get around without spells and traps.
Yeah.
So, and if they do, I can have a little bit of interruption. And it really depends on what spells and traps they have.
Alrighty.
So it's a very solid list. I liked it a lot. I did really well today. If I didn't mess up in top 8, I would have won. He even told me, yeah, if you would have read the hand trap guy, it says you have to control an Altergeist. I thought it was just Battle Fader, and so I attacked with Boral Sword Dragon, and having Sleeper on my field, that is normally game, because all you have to do is attack with Boral Sword, attack with Sleeper, and then use his effect to change the Sleeper to defense and attack again for 68 or 88. And then so what I did was I attacked with Boral Sword Dragon, and then I changed quick effect because I thought he'd be able to Battle Fader me. I don't know why I thought this, but I thought having the guaranteed 3K would be better. And then I wouldn't, I wouldn't have him, but I'd still have him for next turn. And I think he gets something. I thought he got something else when he summoned the Hextia. I don't remember the card's name. But anyway, I don't know the matchup, so I lost to myself.
All right, do you want to give any shout outs?
Shout out for Youngblood.
Yeah.
And the friends I have in this community and all the people that are in this community, because it's made up of a bunch of cool people I do like. So I appreciate everybody coming out, because I am a tournament operator for the Top Cut Comics events, and we had a pretty good sized local, or not local, 1K event today, and I hope that we see bunches more. It was kind of a weird day to host it because of the YCS, but it was still really good.
All right, great job.
All right, thank you guys.